Halo always had a certain weapon meta. In every Halo game, from Combat Evolved to Infinite, the games have always been dominated by a powerful precision weapon, known as the utility weapon. A gun that always had a place being held, and that you could never go wrong with. A gun that demonstrated why balancing around skill is a great balance philosophy, but there's one issue: neither Bungie or 343 could get it fully right. What do I mean by that? Well, let's look at the very beginning. The first utility weapon in Halo is the Magnum, and oh boy is it powerful. 5 shots to kill with body shots, and 8 shots to kill on headshot, also can be full autoed. This makes the Magnum the dominant weapon in the Halo Combat Evolved sandbox. Some other attributes include minor aim assist, and a tiny bit of bloom on full auto. All of this sounds incredibly overpowered, but here's the thing: I think the Magnum is the best designed utility weapon in Halo so far. The main reason is because while the Magnum is super strong, so is everything else in the Halo CE sandbox besides the Needler. The sight rifle can destroy the Magnum at close range. Grenades have the blast radius of Mars and do tons of damage. This plasma rifle and pistol still have prevalence due to discount on overshields, and the power weapons are power weapons. There isn't anything stupid about it, unlike the weapons I'll be discussing later, so the Magnum's power is really exaggerated because everything else is overpowered in Combat Evolved. That being said, Bungie probably wanted a higher time to kill due to the Needler's existence. So let's look at a game that tries to tune it to that level. Halo 2 ended up bringing a new king into town with the battle rifle, which is essentially a toned-down Magnum in the same way the SMG is a toned-down assault rifle. The battle rifle now fires in bursts and takes 4 headshots to kill instead of 3. So far, this seems good. This is more in tune with the intended higher time to kill Bungie wanted, but messed up due to both factors within and without their control. First of all, the aim assist was increased greatly. This made it easier to get perfect kills at CE. Secondly, everything was just nerfed more except the plasma pistol. Thirdly, body shots did the same damage on shield as a headshot would on shield, meaning the skill gap was reduced and there was more pressure in gunfights. And fourth of all, button combos, specifically the BXR and double shot. The BXR was extra powerful precision weapons as allowed 1 melee and 1 shot to kill. The double shot made the time to kill faster, specifically with the battle rifle. This was unintentional, but the damage was done. The battle rifle was even more dominated too than the Magnum was in Combat Evolved. But in Halo 3, the battle rifle would get some change to prevent this level of dominance happening again. Did it work? Yes, but there are some caveats. In Halo 3, the battle rifle was nerfed in multiple ways. First of all, no more button combos. Secondly, aim assist was reduced. Thirdly, the battle rifle is now a projectile instead of hit scan, meaning you have to lead your shots at longer ranges. This is good, and I think this is the direction Halo should have gone in, but one feature messed up the potential of utility weapons. The final shot of the Halo 3 BR has bullet spread. It's rare, but it has enough influence that I will sometimes feel like your shots have disappeared into thin air. This makes battles have some inconsistency to it, and overall feels worse. Without this, the Halo 3 BR would be perfect, but Bungie overdid it and ended up messing up the battle rifle with consistency, causing many complaints. But this was the end of the BR era, for now. As with Reach, a new precision weapon entered the field, and it's kinda bad. The DMR was one of the many experiences Bungie had during your final game, alongside armor abilities and ship combat. This would be to replace the now favorite battle rifle, which was a single fire weapon which took 5 shots to kill, but Reach added a mechanic that messed up everything: bloom. There was slight bloom in previous games, but not to the level that Reach had it. This should theoretically make gunfights be more about short, controlled bursts, but you could still headshot during bloom, meaning gunfights go down to RNG. 343 later had playlists that removed or reduced blooms, but you can't fix what's fundamentally broken. Every weapon was balanced around bloom. Without it, the DMR was a nightmare weapon that dominated the sandbox akin to the Halo 2 BR, but unlike in Halo 2, there were no skillful button combos for the competitive audience. This was the game that started the downfall of the Halo competitive scene. Now we're going to skip the next 2 games because I haven't played either multiplayer for 4 or 5, and they really diverge away from Halo's gameplay. Let's see how Halo Infinite's battle rifle holds up. So Halo Infinite's battle rifle has gone through a bit of changes. It works similarly to the Halo 2 BR, but with 3 key differences. First difference, no button combos. Second of all, recoil. But it's not the typical recoil. Instead, it makes your shot go up for a bit and then down again. This speed's ache for the body sometimes gives you a headshot. This is dumb as bricks, as it disincentivizes hitting the harder and riskier target. Thirdly, it has higher aim assist, making it easier to use. Basically, it's a downgrade of where we're going with the BR in Halo 3. Overall verdict, still better than the DMR. It's crazy at how we really haven't made any progress with making a better precision weapons. Every time we go forwards, we go backwards in another way. Then again, that's kind of how 343 does things. And the weirdest part is, the solution is really simple. Make the Halo 3 BR without the bullet spread. Also, I think it can take 6 shots on body shot to break shield instead of 3. It will reduce pressure in gunfights while also increasing the skill gap. But considering the recent news on 343, we may never see a new Halo game. But if we end up getting a new game eventually, let's hope that 343 learns from their mistakes and ends up making the perfect utility weapon. As if that'll happen.